Hello everybody, welcome back to the playthrough. We are on episode 30 now, and this is a pretty big milestone for the series, being on episode 30 already. Certainly wouldn't expect after about 4 months of having a YouTube channel that I'd be on a 30 episode long series, but yeah, I'm quite happy with how it's going so far. We have been pumping out videos on a fairly regular basis, although I do have to apologise really quickly for the absolute randomness that has been my upload schedule for this. I've changed it from almost every day, probably about 5 or 6 days a week you get a video every day, and then it went to about every 2 or 3 days, and then it went back to a video every day, and then now it's gone back to a video every couple of days. So yeah, I'm just kind of struggling with pumping out the videos as quickly as I would like. Don't get me wrong, I have an absolute shed load of footage itself to actually edit and put into content into episodes, but yeah, I'm just not producing them as fast as I would like, so I haven't been able to continue my regular upload schedule of almost every day. So what we're doing for the time being is I'm just going to leave it on a schedule of every couple of days, or every other day you'll get a new episode coming out. So, in today's episode, we are cracking on with the smelting yet again. We still have a boatload more of this tin and copper to smelt. We are getting close to the end of it so far. Oh, that was an accidental activation. Certainly did not mean to press that. Yep, it's a little wiggle of the screen to say, nope, that wasn't needed. But yeah, we're cracking on with the smelting. There isn't a huge amount left, but there is, there's a bit, so it's still going to take us a bit of time. But we are getting very, very close to those sweet upgrades, those weapons and shield and armor upgrades that we're going to make. We'll be able to see the quite big difference between armor level when it comes to upgrading our armor set for the bronze armor. You can probably tell I haven't been wearing it too much since we made it, but I will say we haven't really needed it. The troll hide armor has done a very good job for us so far, and we have upgraded that. So at the minute, the troll hide armor is actually more beneficial to us in terms of the movement speed and the armor, the protection on it. So yeah, we've kind of stuck with that for the time being, but when we actually start making progression, taking on the Elder, which is the boss for the Black Forest, we will obviously want our higher armor, higher protection. So yeah, that's pretty much today's plan, is to just crack on with the smelting. We've got some housework to do, we need to cook some more food. We also want to go on a bit of a gather session as well in the meadows. I want to gather up some raspberries and some mushrooms, and basically some of the other amenities. We might even go back to the Black Forest as well at some point and try and gather some more Surtling cores and blueberries and all that kind of good stuff. But seeing as though we popped eggs here by accident, we might as well make use of it and go on a bit of a raspberry and a mushroom farm or a search. See if some of these bushes have regrown yet. There we go. I thought we'd find some eventually, although that bush was kind of hidden behind the tree. A lot of these bushes still haven't regrown, but again, I think it's because we haven't been in the area recently, so what we'll probably do is, for future sessions, the best way of doing it once you've got yourselves set out a little route of like raspberry bushes that you can go and check to gain a decent amount of them, what you could do is run through the route once, pick what you can find, and then run back through it on the way back. Hopefully that should have given your world enough time to spawn in raspberries that should have regrown. But we seem to be doing alright so far. A lot of the bushes seem to have regrown and repopulated with raspberries, so it's not too bad for us. I know last time we came out on an expedition for raspberries, we didn't find too many of them. We had to go and find some other bushes of them, and you can also do that as well. If you have a route set out the same way that I do, where you can go around and check for raspberries and none of them have regrown, or you've only got a small amount of them, you can just explore the meadows. You will find some more raspberry bushes. There are a lot of them. They're just quite spread out, so you will need to make sure you're keeping track of where you've been so you're not running in circles. And grab a dandelion as well. Some mushrooms, perfect. Yes, want some of these. We're going to need those for later on in the game. A lot of your vegetables will be used a fair amount with it throughout the game. Not so much for the meat. There are some meats that do last well into the late game, but some of them don't. So you don't need as much meat, but meat is obviously a lot easier to gather because all you really have to do is just kill the animals that drop it. Whereas vegetables, you just kind of either have to keep coming back to these regrowing spots or having your own garden slash farm setup, which we will be making at some point. We might even get onto that in this episode, or it might be the next one. That is one of the tools that I need to build with our bronze once we've converted it all. We are also going to be sticking with the 30 to 35 minute episode timer, maybe longer than that depending on how long the actual recording session is. Basically the way I do recording sessions is I try and do anywhere between an hour to 90 minutes at a time when it comes to recording, and then I try and split that up into 2 or 3 episodes. So sometimes you'll see episodes that are half an hour, or sometimes you'll see episodes that are 35 to 40 minutes. Sometimes you'll even see them that are 20 to 25 minutes, because, you know, sometimes I don't get as much time to play as I'd like, so I do a short, like 20-minute recording and then jump off. Just going to quickly repair up our items. I think we need to rename that portal. I think when I placed that portal down originally we called it home, but in order to put it up we need to call it the Elder, because that's where it goes to. Yeah, we called it home, so if we change this to Elder, that should activate the portal for us. Yeah, there we go. Perfect. I think that's the reason why we sailed back, although we could have just portaled back if we wanted to. We also wanted to explore a bit as well in our previous episode. We did also discover the islands weren't connected. Do have a lot of copper. I'll have to start shifting this into the smelting, into the crafting room at some point. We do also need some more Surtling cores as well, because we're going to need them for portals, obviously, but we're also going to need them for more smelters and stuff like that. If we want to speed up the process, we could have 3 smelters and 2 charcoal kilns. At the minute, we've only got 2 in total, so yeah, we kind of need some more of those. So I think, yeah, at some point throughout the next couple of episodes, we'll probably pop back to the Black Forest, the portal that we changed to that northern part, and we'll go and explore some of the burial chambers that we haven't explored yet and try and find some more. There we go, just fill those 2 up. Get them producing. Doing alright on food, but we might want to take something a bit different with us. Yeah, we'll take some of the deer, I think, just because if we're going to go explore the burial chambers, we're going to want some kind of health bonus food as well. Might as well cook a bit more whilst we're here. Drop the mushrooms in. Keep the honey because it's a good stamina food. Cooked deer. We've got the boar jerky and the honey. That's 3 pretty decent foods, I would say. Ah, looks like there's a burial chamber to the north there. That could be a burial chamber or that could be a troll cave. I don't believe I actually noted down what that was. It might have been a troll cave, that one there, the one where we were hovering. But we'll probably just head back to this area here, because we did have one that we started exploring and didn't. And I think we've got another one marked on the map that we can go and clear as well. So we have a couple of them we can go and check out in the least, so we can get some more cores. Ah, yes, I remember now. We have the burial chamber that we didn't finish clearing it because we found a room that had spawners on either side, and we were getting swarmed, so we had to kind of call it a day on that. So we ran out of like durability and stuff. So yeah, we'll go and finish clearing out that one, and then we'll try and find some more as well. And we might as well grab some of the thistles and blueberries whilst we're here, if we can find any. It's all good stuff that we're going to need plenty of. Of course, our club with us as well, so that we can take down these skeletons a lot quicker. really shouldn't be using the torch for that, but we're going to do it anyway, because it gives a nice burning amount to him. There we go, pull the club out instead. Ah, yes, I believe this might have been the area. Was it here? Yes, it was here. You can see our upgraded club is doing a truckload of damage to them. It's like the spawn. Oh, this is what we should have done the last time we were here. The mistake we made the last time we were here was that we focused on fighting the skeletons rather than taking out the spawners, which meant that we got swarmed. So yeah, this is the priority when you see these. Oh, hello. Oh, hello again. We don't need the Vegivizier. Is that what it's called? We don't need this boss stone. We had a look at it anyway, but it does just give us the same location that we've already discovered. We'll also take all of these valuable items as well. We are definitely going to need those. I really hope we don't have a similar experience as to my previous worlds when it comes to finding the merchant, and it's taken a very, very long time and we're very late into the game before we find him. I hope we actually we find the merchant quite soon. That would be very, very beneficial to us. He's got a couple of items that are very good. Oh, another Surtling core. Sound. That's perfect. We'll take you. Take the coins, take the amber, take the pearls, all that good stuff. There is a chest there as well. Oh, second Surtling core. Oh, 6 already. That's perfect. From one wing of one burial chamber has given us 6. Very happy with that. We'll also continue exploring the rest of it. I don't think there's too much of this one left, but we'll go through the rest of it anyway, just to be sure. Now there's a closed door here. Oh, okay, that's just some yellow mushrooms. Is there anything this way? Nope, just another dead end, so I think that might be everything then. Now we've been down there. We've been in these wings. Yeah, I think this is the place clear now. Definitely worth it though. 6 Surtling cores is a very beneficial find. That gives us 3 more portals, or it gives us 1 more smelter or charcoal kiln, so we've got what we needed so far. But whilst we're here, we suppose we probably should go and have a look for another one just in case. See if we can find any more of them. Mark that one as clear. Okay, don't have any more marked on the map, but I can imagine there'd probably be a few more around here somewhere. This Black Forest does seem to be very populated with burial chambers. Ah, yes, blueberries, perfect. I believe we walked past a bush earlier and didn't pick it, which was a bit of a pain. Oh, hello. I'm going to take you on. Yeah, we might as well. He stood right there. Gives us another armor upgrade as well. Oh, we missed. God damn it. Of course he had to move the minute we started shooting. Alright, come on you. Grab the spear. Oh, hang on. Give me a second, Mr. Troll. Just need to pick up that blueberry. that one's more valuable than you are right now. Oh wow, our skill for spears is 39. That's impressive. We haven't used it since we started, pretty much, so it's been one of our most beneficial weapons so far. Keep prodding away. Come on, stab his gut. There we go. Down you go, sunshine. Oh god, his arm's bending in the wrong way. Ouch. There we go. Oh, we got another troll trophy as well. I think once we have enough bronze, if we can make some more nails, we might start making a few decorative pieces called item frames, in which you can hang pretty much any item you want. Some of these trophies that we've been gathering, like the troll heads and stuff like that, we'll probably hang a few of those around the base. Oh, hello, Grey Dwarf. I was thinking we hadn't seen any of you yet. I know it's daytime, but come on. Usually you guys have a welcoming party every time we show up. Aha, perfect. Some more blueberries. It's starting to get close to dusk, to the evening, so we might consider going back at some point soon, but we'll explore a little bit further. We're not in much danger of triggering nighttime just yet, so we're okay. Oh god, there's 3 of them. I told you, once they attack, they swarm. There's several of them. I also liked how you at the back were able to hit me through your friend, but I can't hit you through him either. That's a bit strange. And I'm the one using the long-range stabbing weapon. Make it make sense. Oh, that's a troll cave with another troll. Pretty sure that's a troll. Let's give him a shoot. Yes, it is. Got the sneak bonus on him. Give him a few more pokes before he gets closer. Okay, we took off about a quarter of his health before he even made it to us. That's pretty good, that. Fine wood bow is a decent upgrade. We are getting the occasional, graphical lag as well, which is concerning me a little bit. It might just be because we're exploring a new area. Oh god, there. Just there as well, when he swung at me, it kind of went like 1 frame a second for a few seconds. That was a bit concerning. I have to look into my settings and make sure I've got everything turned off that I don't like having turned on. As far as I'm aware, nothing's changed in terms of my graphic settings, but we might have a look into it if we see much more that causes concern for screen tearing and stuff like that. Okay, so we're not going to clear this troll cave, but should we mark it or should we clear it? I'm not really sure. Might be worth marking it just so we know it's here. Tea cave, yeah. Just in case. Don't really hold much in there that's valuable to us right now, but it's always worth putting it here just in case we do come back for whatever reason. We could always run around the troll caves if we desperately need some deer hide but can't find any deer, but that's going to be very rare. Oh, hello, that sounds like a bee nest, beehive. It is. Oh, perfect. Another bee. Another queen bee. That would definitely improve our honey production. Where is it? There it is. Oh, we can't pick it up because our inventory's full. We need to drop some stuff. Drop the stone because we don't really need that. Grab some more mushrooms. This is lucky. What can we drop from this? Probably this pine cone or this wood. Got the pine cone. We don't exactly need that. Pine trees don't... I don't think you can grow them outside the Black Forest, so... And you can find loads of Black Forest and loads of pine trees in them, so there's not really much point of keeping pine cones to grow more pine trees. I could be wrong, but I've never actually grown them myself when it comes to playing Valheim, because core wood is very easy to come across with Black Forest. Like, Black Forest populates the majority of islands. Even if you're exploring very late into the game, you can still find Black Forest quite far away from your home, so I wouldn't say that growing pine trees is necessarily important. Is the coast up here? I'm gonna ignore that skeleton. Don't really care about you and your bow and arrow, thank you. Run up here and check out the coast. Yeah, this is the coast. I thought it might have been. So this is the edge of our island. Not as big as I was hoping it would be for this Black Forest, but still quite big though. It might be quite wide. Oh, some tin. Pretty sure we've seen this before, but we might as well pick it up just in case. Yeah, we have. At least there's no mountain attached to this one. It's quite beneficial that our Black Forest, our 4th zone of Black Forest, isn't covered by mountain. Or isn't attached to one. So at least that way we've got pure Black Forest. And there's no Matsu mountains for us to climb and cutting off half the resources that we need. Oh, here's a Great Dwarf spawner. Might as well quickly take this down. No Great Dwarfs either. I hope none of them just spawned. Using the spear is not an effective tool to be taking down a Grey Dwarf spawner. Not the best idea. But we'll keep stabbing away. There we go. The good thing about the spear is it does attack very quickly, so... Ooh, carrot seeds. Let's grab some more of those. Thank you very much. We're going to need lots of carrots. Aha, burial chamber. Perfect. Or is this one we've cleared? No, we've cleared this one. Just check the minimap. Okay, so sadly we didn't find any more burial chambers, but seeing as though it's nearly night time, we might as well pop home, get some more tin on to smelt, and possibly sleep through the night as well. Obviously we're going to have to dump our inventory because we have collected a fair amount of stuff. Lots of valuables, we like seeing that. Oh, there is already a troll head mounted. Ah, I guess I must have confused myself slightly in thinking that I didn't have anything hung up yet, but yep, we do. We have our troll head mounted above our bed. We will be putting a lot more stuff up, don't worry. We will also be making another room or another building that's dedicated to our comfort, and we'll probably move our bed into there and stuff. But I'm just kind of waiting for the time being until I've gotten some more, access to some more comfort items before we fully dedicate a room to that. But that is something that's on its way. Alright, just chuck some more tin in here. Might as well put it on before we go to sleep so we can skip it all. Grab some more coal. We are running low on coal, so we are going to have to switch these back. I think that was probably the reason why we needed some more charcoal kilns or some more Surtling coals, because we are running low on coal. We haven't got enough to finish off all the tin, but we've got a fair amount of copper and tin done so far, so it's not too bad. Make sure that's all full. Grab all the honey whilst we're out here to continue honey production. These are sleeping. Of course they are, it's night time. Close the door and go to sleep. There we go. Oh, no, we did it again. We moved forward. There we are. Not sure why we're going to bed with a spear and a shield on our back. That can't be the most comfortable of sleeping arrangements. I suppose if the Viking can do it, then he can do it. But then again, he is sleeping on a wooden bed with straw, so I suppose he's probably used to not sleeping in comfortable conditions. Alright, put some of the honey in here. Grab all of our tin. Knock down some of this stone. You can see there it gave us 50 stone back, so we've got all of the resources back that we've made to use to build those. You don't have to use those. If you'd rather just have all of your stone and stuff like that stuffed in a chest, you could do that. But I just prefer using those piles because it just makes it easier for saving or keeping your storage space down, or keeping your chest usage down. I have had worlds in the past where we've had like 30 chests, so 30 of those small wooden chests, and each of them would have a sign that says like they're assigned to one individual thing, and then you'd have to have more than one for certain items because you collect more of them. I don't really want to go back to that system, especially when you get later into the game and you get much larger chests. You just don't need to go back to having that many of them, so I try and keep like chest storage like to a minimum, or as minimal as possible. Right, so we are going to be over encumbered to carry all of this to the crafting room, but we might as well carry all of it at once. That should be everything for what we need it for, so we can start crafting some of our goodies, our new stuff. I can't wait. Just need to get up this final little lip here. Come on. No, we're going to have to drop all of it, for God's sake. There we go. Alright, wait for the stamina to recharge. Our food. There we go. Pick it all up again. And very slowly make our way in. We are sweating and wet. Come on, hobble your way over. Come on. Alright, forge. Wands times 5, yes please. Lots of that. As much as possible. $40. 42. Not bad. Not bad at all. Alright, drop it in here for now. Let's see what we're gonna make. definitely want a buckler, so we're going to need some wood for that. As far as I'm aware, with bronze shields, you can't make just a standard bronze shield like the wood shield. You have to either make a buckler, or I'm not even sure if you can make there's 3 different types of shields in the game. You can't make every type with every upgrade, so like with from bronze to iron and stuff like that, but sometimes you can make different types of them. There's buckler, which is your parry shield. That one gives you a higher parry bonus when you parry creatures. There's your standard shield, like the wooden shield that we're currently using. That one you can parry, but your parry bonus is just standard. But it also has a higher block amount and a better defense. And then you have your tower shield, which is your highest block and defense amount, but it can't parry. And it's also quite heavy as well, it's quite large. So you have 3 different types of shield. I believe with bronze we can only make the buckler, which we've made there. We have also made our cultivator, which is the tool that you need in order to... in order to plant fruit and veg. We have made a bronze mace and a bronze sword. Now, I think I've said this already, but I will quickly go over it as well. Bronze mace and bronze sword are probably my 2 favourite weapons for tackling the swamp. Bronze mace is useful because there's a few creatures in there that are weak to blunt damage, and then I like the sword for later on in the game, but I like using the bronze sword because it's useful for the majority of creatures you'll fight. The creatures you'll fight the most of in the swamp. Obviously we will cover this in a bit more detail when we actually get to the swamp, but yeah. I'd have to say, if you could only build one of the 2 weapons, I would say take the mace over the sword. I'm only taking the sword because I want to level up the sword skill as much as I can before I officially make the one that I do want to use. But so yeah, if I had to recommend one over the other, it's the mace. And I have leveled up our shield a couple of times. So, what was it? Shield level 2 and sword level 2. I haven't upgraded the mace yet. Oh, I forgot we had the queen bee, so we might as well quickly build the beehive. Oh, beehive. There we go. Sorry, I had to make that joke. Got our new weapons. Yeah. Standard 3 attack combo with the sword. Oh, wow, didn't mean to hit the fence there. My bad. Should probably quickly repair that. Whoops. Don't want to let the piggies out. Oh, I didn't realise we were adding core wood to that. Was that core wood? Yeah, we were. Whoops. Oh, well, that's not the end of the world. I thought you could only add standard wood to the charcoal kiln. Oh well. We can always get plenty more core wood, so it's not massively needed. We are just going to drop the bronze armor in here for now, because that is the next thing we want to focus on upgrading. We have 40 yet, not quite. Getting there. Get some more tin on the go, might as well put 10 of it on now. It's funny now that I think back to it when I was actually on doing the recording session for this particular episode. I don't remember seeing that core wood part come up when I was putting the wood in the charcoal kiln. It was something that you used to do. You used to be able to also put fine wood in there, and it used to be an issue because sometimes it would start taking fine wood when you had normal wood in your inventory, and it would be a bit of a pain in the backside because fine wood is used in quite large amounts. It'd be a bit of a pain if you accidentally used it for putting into the charcoal kiln. But when I was recording this, I had no idea that I'd actually put core wood in there. Until I just saw it now. Alright, just going to clear out these 2 neck. We are also going to look at building our garden. Might as well get that started. The cultivator has a few different uses, but the first thing I want to do is clear out these rocks. These rocks that are in the way. I'm going to build the garden around these raspberry bushes, and I'm probably not going to pick these raspberries either. I mean, you could say that it's not a bad, I could use these and pick them up quite regularly, and, I'd have a regular income of raspberries, but I kind of want it to be a bit more for the visual side. If we need raspberries desperately, we can always just run out and grab a whole bunch from the meadows nearby. I want to kind of keep these as like a garden, just so it's more of a looks thing rather than a harvesting thing. But main use of your cultivator, obviously to plant your fruit and veg, but also to cultivate the ground. So what you're doing is you are turning a section of the ground into land that you can farm on. You can see that the shade of like brown for the dirt is a lot darker. It's basically just land that you can plant seeds on. If you were to plant fruit and veg seeds onto standard dirt, it wouldn't work. You'd have to have cultivated land, and the cultivator would tell you that as well. Now we are going to make a fairly large area for cultivating, because I do like planting quite a lot of fruit and veg at once, and I'm going to try and keep it as square as possible as well. And then we are going to surround it by a fence as well. As far as I'm aware, creatures can't just show up and start eating your plants and your fruit and veg. At least I've never seen it happen. It could, but I've never actually seen it happen. But I just prefer, again, it's more thematic than anything else. It's more of a visual thing. I like it to look like a bit of a garden, so we will be putting some of the round pole fences around the garden area. Same fences that we've used for the pig pen, just because I think it looks nice. Just going to chop some more wood down for that. Tell you what, we'll cut this oak tree down, as I need quite a lot of wood for this round pole fence. So yeah, we'll take this one down so that we can build that. We also need the fine wood as well, so we might as well grab that. And I do also want to say that we are eventually going to get around to building a stake wall around the fence, the large stake walls around the fence, around the base in its entirety. We'll probably go from coast to coast on either side. The main reason why I haven't so far is that we haven't finished building all of the buildings that we're going to need, and I kind of want to make sure I've got enough space when I put this fence up so that I don't have to keep knocking it down and extending it and stuff like that. It does get to be a bit of a pain in the backside if you have to knock your stake wall down that you've got around your base in order to extend it and build extra buildings. So yeah, for now, we're going to leave it as is. We've been quite lucky with raids. That was a good shot on the grayling. But yeah, we've been quite lucky with raids so far. We've only had the one, and yeah, I just don't see the need for a big stake wall just yet. Not at least until we've built the majority of our buildings. I've got at least one or two more in mind, and a couple of better pens for the tame animals that we've got. But that won't be coming until much later, I don't think. We are getting, I think we're going to end the episode fairly soon. I'm just going to crack on with building this round pole fence around the garden, and then we'll start planting some of the seeds as well. But yeah, I think we'll end the episode quite soon. So thank you everybody for watching. I certainly hope you've enjoyed this one. We finally made our bronze weapons and shield. We started on the upgrades. Yeah, thank you everybody for watching. I'll see you in the next episode.